Excited to be here, collaborating again, and excited to talk about a different company called Tesla.
Tesla. What's going on, guys? It's Investing Hustler here, and I'm here with Aaron from Departures Capital. How's it going, Aaron?
Going great. Nice. It's happy to be. Wait a second.
He's excited. Going great. Happy to be here. So today we found out that Aaron is bipolar. And today we're going to be talking about Tesla, and we found a very interesting article called "Will Tesla Reach $1,000?" And me and you, we kind of think it's actually a possibility. So we're going to be talking about that real quick. But before we get this video started, don't forget, leave us a quick thumbs up if you guys enjoy these collabs. And if you're new to any of our channels, don't forget to hit that subscribe, that notification bell. And let's get this video started. So first things first, we're going to be pulling up the Tesla charts. And as you can see right now, we have Tesla currently sitting at $336? $332, is it? Hold on. I can't even.
334.93 by the looks of it.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, $334.93. And I've drawn these lines in the past. We have a huge resistance right here at $380. So obviously, if we have a resistance line, it does not mean that this company will never go above this line. It's just acting as a consistent resistant line right here. As you can see in the past, Tesla has hit this line multiple times and immediately got rejected. And we've been bouncing in between 260 and 380 and 250. But now we're going to be talking about why we think this company can go above this resistance line and even possibly to $1,000. And what are your thoughts on that, Aaron?
So the first thing I wanted to talk about, and I know it's not really a good comparison, but I wanted to talk about Ford for a sec. So could you pull up Ford? Because we were just talking about this, saying what's the market cap of Tesla? So $60 billion market cap for Tesla at 334 right now. But just pull up Ford real quick, because I want to see, what was Ford's all-time share price relevant to or related to their market cap. So right now Ford's $8, and it's trading $35 billion market cap, I think. But at one point Ford was what, $40 a share?
$36 a share. But that was back in 1999. So maybe they had a smaller share dilution. But
that's true.
If they did have, because right now Ford has 4 billion shares outstanding, which could explain why their price has dropped like crazy.
Yeah.
But if they did have $4 billion shares, 4 billion shares at $36, how much would that market cap?
So that's roughly 4 times their current market cap. So 70 times 2, 140. So Tesla at $1,000 per share would be
180 billion. Yep.
So it's not far off, and we see what can happen, nowadays, especially in the capital markets, with companies hitting $1 trillion market caps. So I definitely think that it's a possibility for Tesla to triple. Some crazy stuff would definitely have to happen, but it's in a high growth sector. This is Tesla still could be MJ stock before it hit when ACB was $2, right? Who knows?
The fact that they have so little shares outstanding, 180 million shares outstanding.
Yeah,
I think it's definitely a possibility, because at $1,000 a share, that only puts them at $180 billion market cap. And that's not an impossible number, because we see companies like Apple, we see companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they're all at $1 trillion or close to $1,000 billion. So $1 trillion. So even if we're $1,000 a share, as long as Tesla does not continue to dilute more shares, $180 billion market cap is not crazy. It's not so $1,000 shares is kind of realistic, I would say, especially for a company like Tesla, which I think has a lot of potential to change the world. And people love Teslas. Well, they either love them or they hate them. And the main reason why people love them is because they know about global warming. They want to change the world. Yeah. And I feel it's just starting. People are going to start bandwagoning on Teslas. It's going to be the new normal. Back
not to mention, it's a millennial stock, right? Millennials, shift of wealth going to millennials. Millennials love Tesla stock for some reason. They love Tesla and ACV. I watched Google run from the hundreds into the thousands, so
Yeah.
like it can happen. So let's pull up that one article that we were talking about.
Yeah. Also, before we do, I just want to like mention, like, I feel like over time we slowly advance and like go into new trends. Like back in the day, it was a horse and a wagon. That was the normal. Then it became the motor car came out, and we only seen a little bit of motor cars. And then eventually, we no longer seen horses and wagons, and we all have cars now. And now it's the same thing. It's all motorized vehicles, and then we're starting to see a little bit of electric cars, Teslas here. So I think we're going to continue to advance, and then eventually electric cars could possibly outnumber motored vehicles. And it's not just Tesla. Other companies are catching on
Oh
to
yeah,
Tesla, like Ford, Audi. All these cars, all these companies are creating electrical vehicles. And why is that? It's because of Tesla. They see Tesla as a competition, so they're trying to compete with them. So I feel like over time, electric vehicles, well, I'm hoping will become the new normal. But yeah, let's go to this article. So Tesla stock could speed to 1,000 by 2020. So right here, the get set for the electric car maker Tesla stock to accelerate. Billionaire investor Ron Barron predicted that the electric car maker stock will reach $1,000 by 2020 in an interview with CNBC this morning. So what are your thoughts just on that first statement alone? By
ooh,
2020, so $1,000, I think that's a possibility. But by 2020, that means that Tesla will go up almost 300% next year. Well, I don't know. I think definitely this guy's invested into Tesla, and he's just trying to drive the stock up. I do think $1,000 is very doable, but next year, what do you think about that?
a lot will have to happen. A lot of good things. Let's just say a lot of good things will have to happen if Tesla wants to triple by 2020. Personally, I don't think that there's enough growth left in this economic cycle to drive Tesla to $1,000 per share. It's almost like all of the consumers would just have to turn on the taps, and everyone would have to buy a Tesla in
Yeah,
order for it to go to 1,000 by 2020. But could it climb to four, five, 600, depending? I mean,
that's 35% upside, which is doable.
yeah, it's a possibility, right? I mean, the only thing that concerns me once again is markets are already at all-time highs. That doesn't mean they can't go higher, but if the market was down 20% going into 2020, and then the Fed was like, okay, we're gonna go crazy and cut interest rates to zero or something, and then
Yeah.
capital's just like running wild. But I feel like now it's a matter of like shoveling the water out of the sinking ship and propping the market up.
Yeah, well, it's very possible, but the thing is, it's like it's also questionable because the Cybertruck, we have
Yeah,
no idea whether that's going to be released 2020. But if that does get released 2020, that could definitely drive the revenue up. It's a very affordable truck, only 49,000 for the
yeah,
base
that's awesome.
model.
That is true,
Which,
and the specs are pretty impressive too.
yeah, exactly. It's going to be their fastest vehicle. Oh no, it's going to be one of their fastest vehicles, but definitely probably will be the fastest truck on the road. According to those specs, it will definitely be able to pull more than any other truck. So it's like it's already competing against Ford and all those. And it's something different. It's not like your
Yeah,
typical truck. I mean, a lot of people say it is ugly. I personally don't really like the way it looks, but I like the fact that it's so different. Like if you see that
yeah,
car on the road, doesn't matter how ugly you think it is, you're gonna turn your neck and you're gonna look at it, and
exactly.
it's something different. And like people want to be different, and people are hopping onto this trend. Like I've seen a lot of YouTubers that, like, if you go look Tesla Cybertruck, you're just gonna see a bunch of YouTubers. Oh, I
Yeah,
just purchased Tesla. I just purchased the Cybertruck. This and that. So the fact that everyone's just hopping onto this trend, I think it will just help Tesla on its own. And then on top of that, we have the Model Y coming out, and I'm not sure if that's going to get released, but I feel like those two vehicles are more affordable than the Model X and the Model S.
yeah,
Yeah, so those two vehicles, Model S and X, are worth over 100,000. And now Tesla just released the Model E, which was a huge success, mostly because it was the most affordable one. And now they're going to release a more affordable truck, and then they're going to release an affordable SUV. So I feel like this will just push Tesla further
Yeah.
more. But the thing is, it's all questionable because there was no release date for the Cybertruck. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about the Model Y when that's going to be released, but I think once Tesla gets the ball rolling and has all 5 vehicles, I think that it could definitely go up to $1,000 a share. I think 2020 is like a little like too soon, but you never know. Should
I
we?
really think that, being able to capture those portions of the market, like the market in the 30 to 40,000, $40 to $50,000 market, you can do so much volume.
Mhm.
And Tesla, in terms of their specs at least, very impressive. Like if you can deliver a vehicle that's going to save you tons of money on gas and is faster than other cars,
Yeah.
more economical, it totally makes sense like in the long run. Personally, and it's really funny because I personally don't want a Model S or a Model 3. I'd rather have like an old school Mercedes with like a V8 or something. But would I buy a Tesla truck? I'd rather drive a Tesla truck than a normal truck because like I'm not really a truck guy, but I think that they're actually pretty cool, and it's just a bonus that it's also bulletproof and it's fast.
I mean, the windows though.
Yeah, the windows.
Oh my God. Well, maybe that was a little too hard. It didn't go through. So that's a plus side.
Let's try the
Right?
right.
Try that one, really? Okay. Sure.
Oh man.
It didn't go through.
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's the thing I always hated about trucks. I'm not trying to pay $150 to fill up my tank and
No way.
for a V8, V12 engine like that. That's the thing that turns me off the most about trucks. Obviously, if you're a truck guy, you don't care that you're used to
Yeah,
that. But I'm not used to that. So the fact that a Tesla truck, I like trucks because trucks are like they're in a way they could be investments because with a truck you could do moving. With a truck you could start a company. With a truck you could do a lot more with the truck
totally.
than you can with a sedan. So I think it's gonna open a whole new audience into buying trucks. All these sedan owners, SUV owners, they might just get the Tesla truck just because it's like it's very economical. It has all this potential. It could their specs are unreal, pretty unreal. So, but the thing is, I think with Tesla, and this is going beyond 2020, I think this company has a lot of potential because now I have a feeling in the future Tesla's going to come up with a Tesla motorcycle. We saw their four wheeler. Like maybe they'll start doing hoverboards. They'll start like I feel like Tesla can just expand beyond just the truck, just the car. I'm calling it Tesla will have a Tesla motorcycle because if they have a four wheeler, then for sure I think once the motorcycle comes out, imagine how many people are going to buy that, and they'll probably be selling that for like 20 grand. So there's another affordable Tesla vehicle, and it's just
Not to mention their technology too. I mean, they've got AI. They
yeah
can use that AI in different sectors. It doesn't have to be just for vehicles. Like
yeah. And
lots of stuff.
and they
Lots of
haven't even
software.
autonomous vehicle driving. I don't know if I said that right. They haven't even like perfected that yet. So once that comes out, I feel like right now is the best time to buy it since it's not fully complete yet. Because
Yeah.
once it does come out, once autonomous driving is complete, that the prices on Teslas will go up a little more. So and that just gives them more revenue and more potential. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Tesla Elon Musk fanboy, but I've always loved this company. I've always made videos about them, and I've made money off them too. I've of course only swing traded the company. I have not held the company
Yeah.
long term, mostly because of the volatility. So, but I've been happy with all my Tesla investments so far because the moment it goes low, I'll purchase that company, and next thing you know,
Yeah.
something happens. But the thing is, Tesla has always had either really negative media or really positive media. Like we've seen not too long ago, Tesla's going to $50, and now this article,
Yep.
Tesla's going to $1,000. It's like you can't really follow the herd. You can't you got to just kind of follow your own brain and just do what you think feels right. And I think this is a company that wants to change the world, that wants to make the world a cleaner, better place. And I wouldn't want to bet it against a company like that, especially with the technology to back them up.
No, I completely agree with that. It's a very interesting company in an interesting sector with lots of growth potential. I mean, we see where the trends are going, right? Like the trends are definitely going towards electric vehicles. But how long will it take for the world to completely adapt to
Mhm.
that? And everything's electric. We're still a ways away, but you can already see that like Tesla just had a profitable quarter, right?
Yeah, and that's
They're
what
making
everyone
money.
doubted them. Everyone thought like they're just gonna keep doing worse and worse, and then boom, just like that, profitable quarter. Everyone's back on the bandwagon. Like it's gonna be a very Tesla. I think will continue to be very volatile.
Yeah.
$1,000 by 2020. Do you think that's gonna happen or no?
Like I said, I think a lot of things will have to go right. Everything will, I think, will have to go right for
Yeah,
Tesla to hit 1,000. Anything's possible in
yeah,
the stock market. We've seen that. Like we've seen companies go from 15 to 3. We've seen companies go from $1 to $10. So
Mm.
it's all possible. But
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be interesting. We definitely got to do a follow up video for this.
I think 5 to 600 is more realistic, and even
Yeah.
that's pretty high because Tesla will continue to be volatile. I would love to see what happens if they go above that 380 resistance line. But
I feel like
until
we
then,
could see a
I
big
still
breakout.
think 380 is still a good resistance, and we won't go above it well until we break it, which is
Yeah.
pretty obvious. And on top of that, we haven't even spoke about the semi trucks, which would create even more revenue.
Ooh.
And that's not even like the average consumer; that's retailers. So if those things come out and their numbers are good, they can travel a long distance. Big companies are gonna order these semi trucks. So
It's a
that's a
huge
huge.
market.
Exactly. So if and when that does happen, I think Tesla. So it's just there's a
Oh,
lot of potential for Tesla right now, and I could just see it growing, and I could see it happening in the future. Next year, is Tesla going to release a semi truck, the Cybertruck, the Model Y, and a Tesla motorcycle next year? No, but maybe within the next 5 to 10 years, we will see all that, and then by then, I can definitely see Tesla going to $1,000 a share.
so guys, that's it for the video. Always remember Departures Capital and Investing Hustler. We're for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy a stock because you heard it on here or you heard it from us. Buy a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making those personal investment decisions for yourself. We're out of here, guys. Until our next video, we'll see you soon. And don't forget to drop us a
Yeah.
thumbs up, give
Hit
us a
that
comment,
notification bell.
and subscribe. Hit the bell for your daily/weekly coverage, both of our channels on investing.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section. Do you guys think Tesla will go to $1,000 a share, or what's your price target for Tesla? Are they going down? They're going up? What do you guys think about the Tesla motorcycle? Do you think it's happening? I think it is.
No, I
That's
think it is too.
for sure. But that's it for now, guys. We'll see you on our next video. Bye bye.